Hello, everybody, and welcome to the second episode of Naruto Battles. And today we're going to be pitting Shisui versus Itachi, the two strongest Uchiha of the generation, to the test. See who would win. And today we're going to have Shisui, because there was really only one form of Shisui, unless you want to take him like without his eyes, which I guess that's not really fair, unless like. Because honestly, no one can fight without their eyes unless it's Rock Lee, because he can fight sleeping, or Madara, who fought blind and beat Hashirama blind. So I guess you can't really do that. But anyways, we're gonna do Shisui versus we're gonna do normal Itachi, sick Itachi, and reincarnated Itachi. So I guess we're going to start with normal Itachi first, and honestly I feel like in this case it's really a toss-up on which genjutsu would work more, because Kodomatsu Kami has been cited as the strongest genjutsu, and from Danzo, who has it, along with like his 20,000 other Sharingan that he has on his arm that he uses the Izanagi for. And it's been cited as the strongest genjutsu because of its ability to manipulate the user's or the victim's mind and not have them know that they're under a genjutsu. And the changes just subtleties in it. But you could also cite, I guess if you want to, I don't know if anyone cites this, but cite the Storm 4 game, is you can actually see right now Shisui uses his Kodomatsu Kami to sort of a Tsukuyomi effect, with where you obviously know it's a genjutsu, and it still just basically kills you in the genjutsu, but you're still alive anyway. Kind of like what Itachi did to Kakashi in the Naruto, the first series. When he put him in Tsukuyomi for like 72 hours, but it was like 2 seconds, and he just like collapsed. And I feel like Shisui may be able to do that, but we don't honestly have that much evidence on Shisui and what he can do with his eyes. All we know is what Danzo can do with it, and he's not the original bearer of the Kodomatsu Kami, or Sharingan for that matter. And we're also not sure if Shisui can dodge the Tsukuyomi himself, or dodge any kind of Itachi's genjutsu. But whoever's genjutsu comes out on top in that situation, and whose can do that, I feel like we would have the winner. Itachi's jutsu are strong, but I feel like his focus point are on his Tsukuyomi and his Susanoo powers. And Shisui has the perfect Susanoo, and I feel like that would topple over Itachi's Susanoo that he has. And even though Itachi has the Totsuka Blade and the Yada Mirror, which I guess is also a toss-up, because once you go to the Susanoo powers, I guess that's kind of like a hard fight to judge whose Susanoo is stronger. But either way, Shisui has the perfect Susanoo, unlike Itachi. And Shisui also has the superior taijutsu skills, because we know that Itachi is not the strongest fighter taijutsu-wise, because he heavily relies on his jutsu that he can use to fight. And so I feel like that's all I have to say on that matchup. But sick Itachi versus normal Shisui, I feel like is kind of a plow by Shisui, because Itachi is like coughing up blood during the fight. Like he's half dead. Like he's not fully alive. And since a match where Shisui could potentially beat Itachi, that could be a rough matchup for Itachi, when he's probably not even going to be able to live at all if he doesn't even fight. So that's what I think on that fight. I feel like it's not even a real matchup because Itachi is just so sick. And then reincarnated Itachi versus Shisui. I feel like again could go well. I feel like Shisui would lose that matchup. That would be one of the only ones where Shisui, or really the only fight where Shisui could really lose pretty badly. Because as we've said, as stated by Kabuto in Shippuden, when talking to Obito, but we had no idea it was Obito, so it was Toby at that point. When talking to him, he said that the reincarnated versions are stronger than their live versions, unlike Orochimaru's. He improved upon the reincarnated Edo Tensei jutsu. Unlike when we saw the Edo Tensei first come out against Hiruzen in the first part of Naruto Part 1, and Hiruzen like stalemated him. He had to use the Reaper Death Seal, but he still stalemated the two previous Hokage and lost to Orochimaru. But Kabuto improved on top of the Edo Tensei and made it stronger, so Itachi would be stronger than his normal. So this is kind of the same premise as when Itachi's gonna fight Sick Itachi's gonna fight Shisui, is that it's not really one stronger than the other. So it's not really, if it's a dead tie, whenever one's stronger than the other, the stronger one's gonna win. And I feel like it would be a toss-up between Shisui and Itachi. Whoever can pull out the strongest jutsu during that time, we feel like would probably be able to win the normal fights. So I feel like Itachi would win when he's reincarnated versus Shisui. But also, we don't know if Itachi or if Kabuto, while he's reincarnated, would have the same knowledge of Itachi's jutsu that Itachi would. And the only reason Itachi was kind of brought out of the control portion of Edo Tensei is because of Shisui's Koromatsu Kami that he put inside of Naruto in like a crow, and that brought him out of the Edo Tensei. So that kind of sums up how that fight could go. And also, that is honestly, that what I just brought up is probably the biggest part of that fight, is what would happen if he was still being controlled, because the only reason he wasn't controlled is because of Shisui. So if those two fought and they weren't controlled, then that would be honestly a really, really rough time for Itachi if Kabuto doesn't know his full jutsu. So I don't know. That could honestly be a problem for those two fighting. But either way, I feel like Shisui would come out on top in most situations. And yeah, I feel like that's all there is to say about that. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope you guys check out my videos. Please like and subscribe, because that would help out the channel a lot. Tell your friends if you're feeling generous. So yeah, thanks you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.